This morning on WJCL 22 Morning News at 6, ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro set to make his first court appearance in New York following his capture. The charges he and his wife are facing this morning. Plus,
I'm Rachel Hersheimer in Washington with the significance of the U.S. capturing Venezuela's president and answering questions about who's now running the country.
And protests erupt in Savannah after the capture of Venezuela's president. What protesters and critics had to say. WJCL 22 Morning News at 6 starts right now. And we're so happy you're here with us. Good Monday morning. I'm Emma Hamilton. Our meteorologist Jonathan Myers also here. And John, a chilly start to this work week.
Yeah, temperatures this morning, Emma, starting out into the 40s, and we'll see some sunshine as we go into the afternoon. More clouds this morning, and even a few spots seeing a little fog out there as we kick things off. See those mid 40s, like Emma said, definitely a little chilly start. Definitely grab you that coat. But later today, not too bad. We will be close to about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday afternoon, with most of us into the mid and upper 60s. And you see those clouds that are rolling through, but some drier air will eventually work into our area this afternoon. And get ready to see that extended forecast. We're going to see nice weather as we go throughout the week. Spring-like temperatures. I'll show you that. Also talking about some dry weather. Not until the weekend that is coming up before we see our next chance for showers. I'll detail that for you in less than 10 minutes. I-95 and Highway 21. This is in Port Wentworth. Always a busy spot each and every morning, and we're seeing traffic that is rolling along and no issues through that spot. And also, let's take a look. I-16. This is east and also westbound there. US 280 in Bryan County, seeing no problems there. And so Statesboro to Savannah, taking just about a 50-minute commute. And traffic is slowly picking up. Back to school again for today, and also back to work maybe after the long holiday break. And we'll see that traffic picking up here in the next hour. But as of right now, no backups. Emma?
All right, John, thanks so much. Well, this morning, Savannah police have a suspect in custody after a shooting that left one man dead. It happened last night in the parking lot of Target on Abercorn Street. When officers arrived, they found a man suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital, but unfortunately died from his injuries. Alderman Curtis Pertee posting about that shooting on social media, saying it, quote, occurred as a result of an argument over a parking spot. Now, Savannah Mayor Van Johnson also reacting to that shooting in a post on Facebook. The mayor shared his condolences, saying in part, quote, our hearts go out to the family and loved ones of the victim. No disagreement over a parking space or anything else should ever end in the loss of life. Multiple people are without a home after a fire in Savannah overnight. You're going to take a look right here at some photos from the scene at a duplex on East Gwinnett Street. You can see crews battling those flames as smoke billowed into the air. Crews responding to that scene just before 1 o'clock this morning and put the fire out within less than an hour. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Officials with the Savannah Fire Department tell us that Red Cross is now assisting the families involved. Happening today, ousted Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro is expected to make his first court appearance in New York City. The U.S. military captured Maduro and his wife on Saturday. Both are currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. The deposed president and his wife are facing drug trafficking and other charges. Analysts say that lawyers for Maduro are expected to argue his arrest violates international law. And right now there's disagreements among top Trump administration officials over who's in charge of Venezuela. WJCL 22 News' Rachel Hersheimer. She is joining us from our Washington bureau with the latest comments from President Donald Trump. Rachel, good morning.
It seems like top members from the Trump administration are not on the same page about who is in charge of Venezuela. Over the weekend, President Trump said the U.S. will run the country, but Secretary of State Marco Rubio backtracked what the president said. But just recently, last night, President Trump doubling down on his original statement.
We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in, and don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
On Sunday, Rubio said the U.S. would not take over day-to-day operations in Venezuela, but instead would press for changes through an oil blockade that was already in place on sanctioned tankers before Maduro was removed from power.
That means their economy will not be able to move forward until the conditions that are in the national interest of the United States and the interest of the Venezuelan people are met, and that's what we intend to do.
Delcy Rodriguez Rodriguez, who served as Maduro's vice president since 2018, was sworn in to run the country as interim president. On Sunday, President Trump said if Rodriguez does not do what he thinks is right, then she could pay an even bigger price than Maduro. In Washington, I'm Rachel Hersheimer.
You're looking at video from a rally of Venezuelan neighbors in Atlanta. It comes after the capture of former President Nicolas Maduro and his wife by U.S. forces. Demonstrators say they're grateful for the operation, if just a little uncertain about the future.
I'm happy, I'm afraid, but I'm very, very happy, and thanks God because somebody helped us. We need her help, his help.
At the same time, many are speaking out against the operation.
Go to Venezuela and fly and see how it really feels to live in communism.
And here at home, Forsyth Park became the backdrop for a heated standoff Saturday as supporters and critics voiced their opinions. The emergency Savannah protest was promoted by several local groups, with attendees chanting, "Stop bombing Venezuela," holding signs reading, "U.S. out of the Caribbean," and "No blood for oil." Critics were also in attendance. We spoke with one counter-protester who says that her family fled Venezuela after Maduro came into power.
We are 30 million people away from our country, not being able to go back to see our family members, and we feel the suffering every day from them. They are not even able to talk right now. They're not even able to speak because they just can be arrested. They can be assassinated. We're really supporting Trump and thanking him what he's doing for us.
At one point, a fight actually broke out there. Savannah police removed one person from the crowd, placing him in a patrol vehicle before releasing him later. Authorities in South Carolina are investigating a shooting that left one person dead and 2 others injured. This shooting happened yesterday morning on Laston Street in the Gifford area. Gifford Police Department, Hampton County Sheriff's Office, and the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division are investigating. We're going to keep you updated both here on air and online as we continue to learn the latest on that investigation. This morning, flu cases are continuing to rise across Georgia, and health officials say that it's not too late to get protected. WJCL 22 News' Madeline Cooper. She is joining us live with a free vaccine option that's available this week. Good morning, Madeline.
Good morning, Emma. Health officials here in Liberty County are urging people to get vaccines, and they're making it easy to get protected for the flu this season. The Liberty County Health Department is offering free flu shots all week long for uninsured children and adults with no appointment needed. Health officials say most insurance plans also cover the flu shots at no cost, and the vaccine is recommended for everyone 6 months and older, especially those with higher risk. This push comes as flu activity continues to increase across the state. Since October, Georgia has reported 29 flu-related deaths, more than 1,500 hospitalizations, and 73 confirmed outbreaks. Experts say the trend is also being seen nationwide.
What we're seeing right now is a very rapid escalation in cases. We're seeing also a major increase in hospitalizations, emergency room department visits, and even deaths.
Health experts say one strain, H3N2, is contributing to more severe illnesses this season. Nationwide, the CDC estimates at least 7.5 million flu illnesses, 81,000 hospitalizations, and 3,100 deaths so far this season. Health officials are urging people to get vaccinated, even if it's late in the season. They say it can reduce your risk of getting sick. Reporting in Liberty County, Madeline Cooper, WJCL 22 News.